All right.
What's that weird noise?
Oh my God.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Everybody.
Hold on. Oh my, can we take our masks off? Can we take them off?
Right.
All these people are in the red room.
The decline, yeah.
Everyone.
Now.
Everybody, hold on. Let me do my COVID test.
Hello.
My COVID test.
He's not bad looking.
10 o'clock and then 10 to 11 I have another one.
Good job.
I wasn't gonna tell him that. He doesn't look bad, but he's doing younger.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome.
All these wonderful faces. I see waving. I get so excited when I start seeing the faces.
So Jenny is off.
Okay.
It's an island off
See you
because
later.
Italy, it's a place to go in the summertime. It's a vacation spot. That's how you.
I think we need to mute a few folks.
Yeah,
Jeff.
actually, if everybody
Clear water.
doesn't like
Zip it.
Well, so Jenny, I'm not sure if you know geography, right? North of Sardinia is a French island called Corsica.
Here we go. I can mute everybody. There we go. Look at that. All right. No, wait. I'm going to unmute Relais. And should we unmute J.MAK? All right.
I'm back.
He's back. Okay.
It's crazy.
Look at this. Gosh, technology is really... Okay. Oh, wait. Claudio's still muted. Here, wait. Ask to unmute.
In the meantime, I'm going to take a little drive. I'm coming to see you guys.
Hey.
It's coming soon.
Yeah, why don't you tell them about this while we...
Okay, so maybe I'll start. First of all, we thank you for taking time out this week. For those of you that joined us before, the intern is back. He's just, getting ready for the election results. But we wanted to make this more fun. Obviously, as you know, when we come into the offices and see you wonderful people, we try to be memorable. So obviously, we're going to do the same here, screaming out into the Zoom world for you. But yes, coming soon to a neighborhood near you. And I know I'm looking at Ellen Weiler there because she's getting her driveway ready for me. I know Robin is too. So soon you're going to see some information coming out where I'm literally going to be out campaigning across America to get your bookings for our partners. So we'll start out here in the Northeast, and then when the snow comes, we'll be sliding around. And then I probably won't get out to the West Side until after the snow. And I'll be going to visit who? Sir.J, because he's out in California now. Hooray!
West Coast.
Yeah.
I couldn't take another winter.
Yeah, but it's going to be a really kind of interesting way to get out and see all of you safely. I'll be bringing my COVID test with me, so we can do that right inside the van. But I'll probably end up starting at Troutbeck, maybe visiting up to Chatham Bars Inn in Cape Cod, also the Harborview Hotel in Martha's Vineyard. I've confirmed that my RV can actually fit on the ferry, so don't panic. If you want to join me on the island of, I almost said Nantucket, we don't have a hotel there, Martha's Vineyard.
Next island.
But
only an hour
down
New York. I did it this summer. Very easy if you don't want to take an RV.
Right. And then down to the Innisperry cabin. So what I'm going to be doing is visiting people along the way where I can, and then I'll quickly start moving out to the Midwest and so on. And we have big news. We have 2 new properties in New York State, but we're not telling you who they are yet, but you're going to be hearing about that in a few days. So from there, I think, Jeff, do you want to take it away and introduce our fabulous hoteliers?
Absolutely. So we're just keeping this fun, no long presentations. We don't want you falling asleep. We're going to try and keep this interesting. Manola is live from Lefay in the Dolomites. So, hi Manola.
Hi.
Nicolas Parisian chic. I was trying to do the button thing like he has, but it just doesn't work.
Bonjour, bonjour.
We have Claudio live at JK Firenze.
Ciao, everybody. Buonasera.
And we have Marcos live from Athens, right? Are you?
Hi, everyone.
Are you in Athens, Marcos?
No, I'm in Santorini.
In Santorini.
Very close to the hotel, but you know that Santorini is all about the views, and it's too dark to show them. So, I mean, I might as well stay in.
Next time we're making everybody get up a little earlier, and we'll do daylight for you. So we're just gonna have everybody go around. Like, why don't you first, everybody just tell us a little bit about what's going on with you, your destination, what's happening. I know, you know, before we started this, we were talking some updates out of Italy right now with some new regulations and everything. So Manola, why don't you start out and tell us a little bit about.
Okay, so we are in a sort of a lockdown eve. So it feels like having to get something out of the door tonight at midnight for Father COVID to come and pick up some food before they leave some gifts, but no, unfortunately it's not like that. But anyway, in Italy we are just about to start a second lockdown. It is a little bit different than any other lockdown that we've had, let's say in Europe, but for sure in Italy. So some regions will have still the freedom to move around, to go to work, to keep their restaurants and their shops open, but some other regions are in full lockdown. So basically there is nothing open unless they are factories because they produce, or whether they are supermarkets for food shopping, and we are not allowed to leave our own towns. We can move only for work. So this is the reason why I escaped from the region of Lombardy, where we have our Lefay Resort and Spa Lago di Garda based, and moved for the rest of my life in the Dolomites, where it looks like the life is going to be just as beautiful as ever, because here everybody is going to be a little bit more free. Taking this opportunity, I wanted to showcase the beautiful suite I am in at the moment. It is our exclusive spa suite, and even though it is very dark outside, I wanted to show you this, which may give you an idea of the beauty of our property in the Dolomites. This is the main body.
Manola,
Yes.
we can't really hear you.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot hear me? Can you hear me now?
Earbuds, maybe that might be.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Much better.
So this is the main body of the property. And you can also see the swimming pool.
Can't hear you.
It's still open. Sorry, maybe I'm putting my
Put
fingers
your earbuds in.
Over the microphone.
Yeah. So at the moment we are still open here and fully run. So the spa is also open because it's part of the services. And we basically can only host guests that come from, let's say, free regions. So basically is the only local and domestic. But we are happy.
Half the battle.
By the way, I think it's also important on this call. I know we all want to hear about, you know, lockdowns, and we all love hearing about COVID all day. But I think it's also important to hear about you, Manola. Like, what are you doing? I mean, I know have you been making all sorts of glorious dresses and outfits?
Well, yes, of course. So I made a Dolce & Gabbana dress and a Chanel dress, and I made a Moschino dress, and then I've made my personalized matching masks.
I love it.
So I have all the matching masks with my dresses. Yeah. So and I've had a wonderful summer because for the first time in my life, I had some holidays with my boyfriend on his yacht. So that was interesting enough. Yeah, and I do a lot of sport. So I'm becoming super strong. And that's it, really. You know, it's a little bit strange not to travel, but it is also interesting to understand that even without a flight a week, you can actually survive.
Who knew?
So it's incredible.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but I just think it's good for everybody to hear about you because, you know, we don't only love Lefay, but we love Manola.
Okay, thank you.
Are we moving?
All right, thanks, Manola. Yeah, so Nicolas, speaking of which, live from Paris, do you want to, we can unmute you. There we go.
It's okay. So Bonsoir, everyone, or bonjour. Well, hello from my home in Paris. We are now under our second lockdown, which means that, like most French, I am cooking a lot and drinking too much. Our hotels have not reopened since March because, well, most of our clients could not access in any way. So the Relais Christine is closed but maintained and already has a COVID certification for once people return. And the big work we are doing at the moment, our owners are very bold. They decided to take advantage of the period to fully redo the St. James's. So basically, we started in June and destroyed everything. And I just want to show you a picture of how it looks like, because it's actually pretty funny. Jeff, can I get the screen?
Let's see here. Wait.
Don't ask me, because I don't know how to do
you're
it.
a host. He's a host now. Okay.
I'm a host. Wow, thank you so much. So for people who have been to the St. James's, this is what now it looks like. It's an empty shell. It's being fully redone, and it's going to have a larger spa, a pool, a nicer garden, and so on. So I won't bother you with pictures, but this is just to show you the style. It's going to be much lighter and very, very French chic.
Where's Pilou?
Now this is for the hotel. On my side, I was very lucky because I was not stuck in Paris all summer, thanks to Marcos, who kindly hosted me at Canaves Suites. And I must say it was a fabulous trip, and I can now tell you everything about the hotels too.
Where are the pictures? Where are the pictures?
To make.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, we didn't.
Where are the pictures of your vacation?
We saw the outside. Were you going to show a little more?
No, I'm sorry, because I wasn't wearing my swimming trunks in the pool, so I cannot show them actually.
I have some photos to share of his vacation.
Okay.
And yes, Marcos, I have to tell you, I just stole this, and this is what I use to get by my wine now, when I'm allowed out 1 hour a day. Yes, that's about me. If you have any question, don't hesitate.
Okay. Thanks, Nicola. All right, let's hop back over to Italy. Claudio, are you cooking?
No, not really. I like to eat a lot, but I'm not a great cook. But with my girls at home, we are trying to do our best. So I reopened JK Place Firenze on the 3rd of July. And I must say that then we had the decision to open all our hotels, Londra Palace in Venice, which is our sister hotel, and also Borgo dei Conti, which is the other resort that we have in Umbria. And thanks God for all the 3 places, we had great results, much better of what we expected. And I must say that also personally and privately, I had probably one of the best summer ever, because I was with my girls from Puglia to all around Tuscany, Rome, visiting France, Lake Como that I didn't know very well, as many Italians, and it's a great area too. And then I ended up in Austria, so it was a great summer. Then unfortunately, until last week, we had quite a few people coming around, but now with all the lockdown in Europe, all around us, all the countries are completely locked down. And then from tomorrow, even Italy, thanks God, not Tuscany. Tuscany, we won't have a lockdown. But I decided to close the JK again because there's no possibility to come to visit us at all. And the good message, just to tell you how was our feeling with our owner, the Babini family, we decided that the last loss we will invest to give a full salary until the end of this year to all the team working with us. So is from the very first day that we are paying full salaries also for all the people that are not working with us. And I believe these values are very important nowadays. You know, for the humanity, I believe that we have to restart with great values. and I wanted to share with you because I believe it's quite unusual nowadays that the private family and investors and entrepreneurs, they really invest a lot in this time, especially with the people. And what I said is that, you know, in hospitality, the team, the people, the human being is the most important thing to invest. I can have the most beautiful suite. Look at the fantastic master room that I'm in. But if I don't have a great people with me, working with me, hospitality will be not so great. Now I wanted to show you something. If I don't know, can you hear me? I open the window for you. And this is the view that you can have of Santa Maria Novella. So this is the square and the amazing church of Santa Maria Novella. As you can see, unfortunately, there's not so much people around, but this was the room that Marcos had recently when he came to visit me, the master room.
I was in the penthouse.
Yes, I know. That is the J.MAK suite, of course, of course. So, but we are very optimistic. We cannot say that we are positive because now we have to be negative, but we are very optimistic. And we are preparing big news for 2021. I cannot announce now because we wanted to announce in ILTM in Cannes, but then Cannes won't be done and virtually. So we decided to announce this big news at the beginning of 2021, but I can tell you that we will have a big surprise here in Florence. I'm working on this big project already 2 years, and will be something really disruptive in the hotel industry, I believe. And something that I really believe based, as we said, on great values, on humanity, and based on the destination where I am, my beloved Florence, that, you know, I really love my city and my country and all the people here working with us. So,
beautiful.
Yeah, amazing.
And this is very important. I have a new dog with my girls. I don't know if you can see this. This is Trottola, that means spinning tap, because she never stops. She keeping us very busy all day, especially my girls, and she's really amazing. She's only 3 months.
Hopefully you'll win the best pet friendly hotel on the J-List Awards, Claudio.
I hope so.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we didn't update everybody. There's a recount. So
yeah, there's a recount, guys. You gotta wait.
Winners yet, but
yeah, I see Evelyn asking. Yes, you have to wait, unfortunately, until the very beginning of next year for the big news. But will be something very nice. I hope to tell you more very soon. And we are working with them. And then with J.MAK, we will spread the word.
I had to have my lips sealed shut with stitching at a tailor in Florence.
Leave them wanting more.
Speaking of more, I think we're off to Santorini, aren't we?
Yes,
we are.
Hi everybody. I might not have had the penthouse suite at JK, but I was able to enjoy Claudio's and his people's hospitality, and it was a fantastic experience. In the same trip, I also visited Lefay, Dolomiti, which was also amazing, phenomenal spa, amazing experience with skiing. And we also had Nicholas this summer with us. Unfortunately, I couldn't spend as much time with Nicholas this summer because while he was there, I broke my leg and I wasn't able to walk around as much. Like everybody else, I had the best summer ever. I mean, finally, I was able to play tourist in Santorini and the islands around. I mean, what can be better? It was amazing. I took my boat and I went to all the islands around.
Now, did you use Sunset Ia, Marcos?
Well, we used one of our boats, yes. Yeah, that was nice. So I would like to show you a picture of me on my vacation. If you can make me host, Mr. J.MAK. Well, since everybody's showing something, I might as well show something as well.
Jeff's in charge. I'm just
Here
here
you
to,
go, Marco. Look out.
entertain.
Here we go.
All right. So this is me. I don't know if you can see me.
Oh.
I was in an island close by to Santorini. It's called Iraklia, and this is an airplane wreck. I don't know how you call it, from Second World War. So I was scuba diving over there. It was one of the small destinations that I visited this summer. That was really.
That's not Malaysian Airways 370, is it?
It's Second World War, I assure you. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, like I said, it was, well, we expected a very, very bad season this summer, but like Claudio said, we did much, much better than anticipated. We were able to cover full salaries for all our staff, and to be able to somehow preserve all our staff and keep them all with us, because like JK, Lefay, St. James, and all the other JMAK properties, we are all about our people and all about our personalities, and we would be nothing without them. So we were able to keep our people close to us, which was the biggest achievement of this summer. We miss our overseas clients. We miss them a lot. We definitely don't take them for granted. It was a very, very different summer business-wise this year, but we're here and we will restart with 2021, and we will be much, much stronger. And we hope to see you Americans coming to Europe finally. We miss you so much. You have no idea. So regarding the hotels, we are in a small expansion mode. We are expanding our Canaves Epitome, which was the latest resort we opened 2 years ago already. I can show you a photo with a render as well of what the new pool area is going to look like. Well, this is what Epitome looks like right now with all the expansions and all that. This was for my own personal drone. I mean, we have plenty of time this summer, so I can play with my drone as well. And this is a small render of what we're making on the second large infinity pool with direct sunsets. And I also have another photo from this afternoon from Canaves Suites. I mean, I was walking around taking photos today. And we're also planning, well, we also started working on a small expansion at Canaves Suites with 5 brand new pool suites with amazing privacy, separate entrances, very COVID ready suites, I would say. Regarding COVID, I mean, we're totally certified from the Greek government. We did anything necessary and more than we had to keep ourselves, our staff, and our guests safe. I have to tell you that 99% of the clients that did travel this summer, they didn't really care about COVID. So, but we felt responsible, obviously, and we took all the necessary precautions to keep them safe, even if they were very free spirit, let's say. So that's it from us. I mean, I was supposed to go to Athens today, but our Prime Minister also, well, I'm sure you want to know more about the COVID situation. So our Prime Minister just issued an order that on Saturday we're going into a second lockdown in Greece. So we finished with our summer season. We're going into early lockdown so that we are ready and fresh for 2021, I guess, until the vaccines and all are ready. So I decided that I'm staying in Santorini. I mean, much better than being in a big city quarantining. So yeah, this is me. This is what I've been doing, and this is what we are working on here in Santorini. Yeah.
Thanks, Marcos. So guys, I mean, like, to avoid being too doom and gloom, anything exciting come out of COVID in terms of like, has something changed either at the hotel or how you operate? Have you been innovative? I mean, you know, we're kind of, you know, at JMAK getting more digital and doing more things.
I had a baby.
JMAK had a baby. I moved, you know, so.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, so here at Lefay, we, for both properties, we, since the very beginning, so when we constructed the property, we installed a sort of a system that goes through the aerial way and sprays perfume throughout the public areas of both properties. Now, when COVID came out and we had to, you know, decide all the protocols in order to keep sanitize the properties, not only by cleaning, but also, you know, within the air, we found out that the same system that we use is used in some of the most innovative hospitals where sanifying air is sprayed out every 2 hours throughout the public areas of hospitals. So we called our same supplier and we asked them if we could do some sort of works so that every 2 hours from the perfume spray, the system could go into the sanitizer spray and spray sanitizing material so that in a way we could sanify also the air, not only the actual surfaces. And so this is something really innovative and I would say perfect for this time of our lives. And this will be keeping on for the rest of the opening. Another couple of things that I wanted to let you know. During COVID, we decided, well, after the first lockdown, we decided that since Lombardy was the most hit region of Italy by COVID, and we had a lot of nurses and doctors and people that had worked within the health system, worked like 24 hours a day. We decided to offer 100 room nights per property to people that had worked within the health system and wanted to feel a little bit rewarded. So we gave out 100 room nights per hotel to the nurses or doctors that, of course, first came and first were served, that arrived from Lombardy as well as Trentino Alto Adige, because the second property in the Dolomites is in the region of Trentino Alto Adige. And further to that, we found out that in our town in the Dolomites, in Pinzolo, because the ambulance was used so much, and in order to sanify the ambulance, they were putting this sort of system that was spraying a sort of a sanifying system that completely destroyed all the electric plugs of the ambulance themselves. So we gave them the money to buy a brand new ambulance. So, and this was what we did for the population of our two regions.
While I have you, Manola, I know that Susan Quillen asked two things. I don't know if you answered those on the chat, but it might be a good opportunity. She asked about, number one, what you know is there to do around Lefay? I'm not sure if she was asking about Dolomiti or Lake Garda, so that might be one thing. And her second question was, I don't know if Jeff was going to go through these at the end, but I think they could be quickly answered.
Oh, cool.
So can you repeat the first question?
Yeah. So what is there to do around Lefay?
There's loads. Okay. So in the Dolomites, wintertime, you can go skiing, you can go snowshoeing, you can go out with the dog sledding, you can go horse riding. Of course, we are in the Italian side of the Dolomites, so you can actually eat proper Italian food. The town is only 7 minutes walk, which means that after a full day skiing, eventually you can also go and do some shopping. Of course, it's not compulsory to have dinner every night at the property, so some of our guests also have the opportunity to enjoy some of the restaurants. In Madonna di Campiglio, which is 10 minutes by car away from our property, there's 3 Michelin star restaurants. So if clients want to have some fine dining, we have one of our own, but also there's another 3 fine dining, but also Michelin starred restaurants. And this is like, let's say, it for the winter time. In the summer, there is much, much more that clients can do. First of all, this is one of those areas where you could stay 10 days and walk in different footpaths every day without having to use the same footpath day by day, which gives them the opportunity to enjoy as much as possible.
Sell his condo because he's afraid capital.
Oh, we've got somebody.
We did. Okay, I thought she was asking something. So, and of course, in the summer they can go hiking, they can go fishing, they can go to do ferrata activities. There's some paragliding, there's some helicopter experiences. And then if guests want to do something really, really special, there's a couple of huts that are like 5-star quality huts. And eventually they can also have the experience of overnight on top of the mountain. They can do that in the summer, they can do that in the winter. And let me know, or let you, know that it really is something impossible to describe with words because it's really unique.
And Debbie Fairvalley also asked, have you had snow yet?
We've had some snow a couple of weeks ago, but now the temperature's gone up a bit. So, but in the very top peaks of the mountains, there's already over 1 meter of snow. So if the lockdown wasn't coming in tomorrow, the first skiing slopes would have opened on the 21st, November 21st. But
we had snow here. And Nicholas,
I did see.
If you're listening, Nicholas, I answered on the chat, but the pavilions, the 2, I know Laura and Pilu are holed up in one of them, but are those also being redone so that they're available for guests?
Yes, but they will be redone in a second phase when Laura and Pilu are no longer in it, because otherwise we have to keep them outside. However, in the meantime, we'll have a big surprise because we bought a house next door. So there are going to be a lot of options for people wanting total privacy.
Love it.
And obviously, doing the renovation during the COVID period enabled us to already plan everything to be help with all the safety measures. So.
And I'm not sure if Susan's still here, but if she is, it might be good to follow up with her. She lives just across the river from me here, so I'll let her know.
Okay.
Anybody else want to share anything, maybe kind of new, innovative, something that's kind of changed the way you're operating and doing things, or? Okay, all right, let's move on.
I have something. I forget things. Just like Claudio, also Lefay Resorts is expanding. So also in January, we will be announcing 2 new openings. One is a project that we've been talking about since a few years. So finally, we will be able to reveal the real location and of course the first, let's say, renderings of Lefay Resort and Spa Tuscany, which will be of course based in Tuscany. Programmed probably to open in 2024. And we will be announcing a second property. It will not be, so a 4th property, not be based in Italy. This will be abroad. Unfortunately, I cannot reveal where and when it will be open, but trust me, it's a piece of art. So a masterpiece, I would say. So please stay tuned.
When I have you, Manola, Eveline, our friend out in Santa Monica, asked, will the ski resorts open and close when in 2021? Or obviously, when will they open now and close in 21?
Okay, so the skiing property is already open because we have enough big spa to let our guests enjoy also shoulder seasons. And Pinsol itself is a place where usually the mountain people actually live all year round. So it's not as much as a ghost town, even in shoulder season, as it could be maybe Madonna di Campiglio, which is a little bit higher than us. So if we don't get shut down because of a too low, let's say, percentage of occupancy because of these local lockdowns, we will keep open until April the 12th, and then we will only close for 1 month. So Lefay resorts usually only close for 1 month a year. The Garda Lake usually closed down in January. The Dolomiti one is usually closing between mid-April and mid-May.
And I think she meant specifically the ski mountains. When will they open and close?
Okay, because ski mountains will now, say that are programming to reopen December the 4th. And they will close down April the 10th.
And one more question, Manola, you're hot today. Private transfers from town and from the hotel to the ski valleys and the Dolomites, meaning ski valets. She's asking, sorry, I read the question too quickly, but private transfers.
So yes, we do have a ski room and we do have a ski shuttle service that connects the property to 2 of the ski gondolas that are within 350 meters each. So we are right in the middle, 350 meters. This is free of charge and it runs from 8 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. During the same time of the day, we also give free shuttling into Pizzolo, which is 8 minutes walking or 1 minute by car. Anything else is, of course, on request chargeable.
And then last question is, and I think this applies to really anybody with a spa in Europe, are the spas open, the steam, sauna, wet areas, are they open or are they closed? In the US,
no, everything is, so swimming pools as well as whirlpools, saunas and steam rooms are all open. We just had to set up a proper protocol. So the wet areas, such as the steam rooms, you can only use them on an exclusive use. So a couple, one room will use it on an exclusive use. They have half an hour slot and then they, can leave. And it is enough because the steam room, usually you should not use it for more than 20 minutes and then 10 minutes of relax. Then we have different kinds of steam rooms. We have lower temperature steam rooms, 40 degrees and 60 degrees. These also have to be used on exclusive use. So they have to be booked in advance once at the property and then they will be able to use it. But we also have some high temperature steam rooms. They are 60 degrees Celsius and 90 degrees Celsius. So they can also be used with other people, but of course they need to have distancing. So they need to keep, let's say 2.5 meters distance from one person to another. So usually in one of our biggest steam rooms, we can have a maximum of 6 people in. The smaller one will only be allowed 4 people in. But everything is open and fully run. And also treatments are available.
Great. Sorry, Manola is so popular today, but she's got, there's lots of questions coming in. And I don't know, Jeff, if you wanted to handle these at the end.
If anyone has any other questions, feel free, you can type them in the chat section. Happy to throw some questions out to anybody.
I also just wanted to say briefly while you're all here, before everybody goes, we're so lucky to have not only, on the advisor side, all of you behind us, but these hoteliers, I mean, the fact that they stood behind us and stayed with us and kept us informed of what was going on. And, it's really humbling to know that we're just so lucky to have all of them. And even though, frankly, as you all know, the American properties were really getting the most attention throughout this pandemic. And, all of you were booking our hotels like crazy and they were having, incredible seasons. We felt like, although we know everybody can't go to Europe right now, who doesn't want to see these beautiful faces and hear about what's going on and educate ourselves on what's next? Because, who knows? I certainly don't know what tomorrow brings other than my RV coming to see you. I'm sorry.
I
But
wanted,
it's just
I wanted to say one last thing about, well, what Jeff was asking before, what COVID has taught us. And I'm going to be a little bit more philosophical because I love these things. I'm Greek. And
well, wait, wasn't philosophy created in Greece?
Yeah. Other things, John, you know very well. So I would say that what COVID has taught us, not so much about protocols in the hotels, but mostly we should never, ever take things for granted, people. I mean, COVID has really changed the philosophy, the way we think, the way we operate, the way we do things from now on. Business-wise and in our own lives, we do not take things for granted anymore. And this is the biggest teaching from this whole mess, I would say.
Marcos, when can I kiss all my travel agents again?
Never.
No,
I'll kiss them all for you.
I don't think they want to kiss you anymore.
No, I totally agree with you, Marcos. I think, you know, in some ways we all kind of took the ability that we had to just be so free to travel like we all were for granted. And as everybody's been saying, like, I think I had a great summer too. I stayed in the Northeast pretty much. I saw parts of, you know, kind of my backyard, if you will, that I didn't really explore. So, you know, it's kind of made us all pause a little bit. And I think some good in that. And before we know, we'll be traveling again.
I was changing diapers, but you know, the masks are really handy for when you're changing diapers because it really helps, you know, with the smell.
So may I share something about
Please,
what happened?
save me, save them.
When we reopened, for example, what was quite popular in the summer, that we had some buyouts of, as you know, JK Place in Florence, we have 20 rooms. So what I always say in a lot of interviews, it's 17 years since I opened that we practice social distancing, that we deliver privacy. So we were already COVID-free before the COVID, you know? And so because our numbers, of course, are the one of private home. So, for example, we are going to reopen, we hope, in December for Christmas, for the Christmas shopping and New Year's Eve. So, and I must tell you something that I had not so many, but I had some American guests coming that they arrive with a lot of different ways, but the private jets and many other possible ways. So, if you eventually have families or somebody coming to Europe, we have also this possibility to have JK just for one family, like a private buyout. And we did a couple of times with some people from London and then with some people from Netherlands. And it was quite funny because, of course, it's like your own townhouse in the city center of my beloved Florence. So it's really great. And in terms of you know, experiences and what changed, I believe, again, as you know, at JK Place, I like to be very sartorial, very made to measure with my team. And so now the people in Florence, of course, being this year not so crowded, they were even more open-minded to open their places like private laboratories, private, you know, art galleries. So we did a lot of very, very special experiences for our guests. And that's why at the end of the day, even if it was a bad year, we had a lot of fun because we also discover, as I always say, I always discover something great around Florence and Tuscany, something new. And then something fun, we created some fine ideas. For example, now everybody of us, we have to sanitize our hands. So we created a gel with Dr. Vranies, which is this famous fragrance maker in Florence. And he created a gel for us, for JK Place Firenze, that is based on the amber parfum that he created just for JK Place Firenze. Is with hyaluronic acid, so it's not so aggressive for your hands. And he's a great guy, and together also we donated a lot of this gel around hospitals and ambulances around Florence. And then also we had masks that are made by a tailor of Florence with my hashtag #MyBelowFlorence. And something, I mean, fun in a moment that all of us, we have to have all this kind of stuff, you know, mask, sanitizing gel. So try to have fun also with these things.
Now,
And,
don't inject the gel though. Only use it as a sanitizer. Just real quickly, I saw one more thing. Marcos, Debbie was asking, did you find anything new in Santorini while you were there that you really didn't know about before?
Well, you know, I was taking the boat a lot to go to all these little hidden bays and hidden areas around the island that there's nobody. So I found a lot of off the beaten track corners in Santorini. There are some very nice activities and experiences that someone can do. Some of them, they were introduced this year for the first time because of COVID. There's some biking tours you can do, some kayaking you can do. I mean, in the middle of the Caldera Bay with this stunning views and majestic environment, let's say. I mean, doing kayaking in the middle of this is really, it's crazy. I did some of these activities as well. So this year, people were very, very creative with different activities on the island because, you know, more and more people were asking for more privacy and more distancing, let's say. So we were able to offer more of these experiences as well.
Love it. And Evelyn, I'm going to answer you because, you know, we've had the hotels, the advisors coming to us, telling us really what they want. So whether it's a more flexible cancellation policy or more communication about what they, you know, can and cannot do, the hotels obviously all have a different policy. They're not all mandated, certainly by us. You know, the hotels are in different countries. They have different rules. But they're really, I can say, they've been so flexible with wanting to, you know, continue to have business coming to them, not only for themselves, but for you, the advisor. I mean, we rely on each other to earn a living, all of us. You know, we're in this together. So I think anytime that something comes up, don't hesitate. Like, reach out to us. Don't think it's a question that the hotels won't be able to solve. We'll find a way. I mean, and they'll be honest, you know, at least if you have an answer that, no, we can't do this, but we can do that. I think that's a way for us to find a way through this. And I will tell you, Suniva, for example, our properties in Thailand and the Maldives, they've been really receptive to finding ways to allow clients to get around some of the predicaments, you know, whether it's cancellation or insurance or whatever it is. And it's worked. So I know the credits sometimes are tricky, and we all, you know, went through that this summer, all of us together. So just, you know, put it out there when you're communicating with these folks, and include us at hi@jmac.com. And we will always, you know, at least try to get you the best result that we can. Trying to get to all the questions.
Anything else, question-wise?
It's so hard to read these and pay attention at the same time.
It's a lot. I think if anybody else has anything else real quick that they want to. Okay.
I'm just quickly browsing.
Well, I have to go off to Palm Springs because I have two of our properties to see and some new villas. So look out on Sir.J Hospitality and J.MAK Instagram, because we'll be posting like crazy.
Right. One other thing is, remind you, I remind you over and over, whether it's through, you know, we try to do a little bit of everything. So we obviously do the newsletters. Check your spam always, because, you know, we blast out a lot of information, and many times, whether you're the hotelier or on the advisor side, you might find it there first. Another thing is, honestly, jmac.com is the best place to find all of this. Anytime, whether it's Nicholas or Claudia or Manola or Marcos is telling us new information, whether it's about a cancellation policy or a new offer or information about open and closure dates. As soon as they transmit that information to us, any one of us, Alex, myself, Jeff, we can go onto the website, we can update it, and we do all of that for you. So jmac.com is usually the fastest place to find it. We also use it as a guide for ourselves. So if I'm out and about with my mask on, I always go to jmac.com really to find out some of those questions. And actually, a lot of the questions that the advisors pose to us that we find are helpful to us and our presentations, we actually add that in too. So we've had many people say, like, you know, how far is the nearest metro station from the Relais Christine? I don't know that everybody's really taking the metro these days or when they're staying at the Relais Christine, but you know, it's good for information for mapping. There's also a Google map on every single page for every one of our hotels. And it's, you know, it's great. We want to keep you on jmac.com. We don't want to move you off of our page. I see also that those of you that, that communicate with us, we do have what we call the JP Diane or Tishi of the month, where you're rewarded for, you know, working with us and promoting our properties. And, you know, it's a fun spirited way. We're not giving away millions of dollars because we don't have any money left. But what we do is we highlight you, we celebrate you, and you do get a treat in the mail, Diane. So, you know, it takes a little longer now because the Postal Service is in trouble. But, you know, it's just a fun way to engage you. And, you know, because we can't be with you and hugging you, Robin, like I always do, you know, we can hug each other through these channels. So keep in mind, if you are active on social media, and we know a lot of you are, you know, share that information with us because we then share it again. So if you tag us or you hashtag us and we see it, we love to share that stuff. And it's more exposure for you and your company, whether it's, you know, a private business or you're affiliated with another agency, whether it's, you know, I mean, I could list them all, you know, I can. Or it's promoting your own brand. We love to help promote you. Just like we do promote the hotels and the personalities, you know, we're all about promoting you as well. So just keep that in mind. We're not doing it because, you know, we're desperate for information, but we really want to share the excitement about the future of travel and any, you know, travel that you have had over this, you know, period of time. I mean, God, you know we were celebrating, you know, whether your checks are here or not yet, it's still exciting, you know, to know that your clients are with you. And I said that earlier, you know, our clients aren't just you, the advisor, they're also the hoteliers. So we celebrate all of you. I mean, I'm going to start crying and Jeff's going to yell at me.
Roll my eyes. No, but it's true. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, really,
look, it's
a
proven to us
difficult time.
that we're a community and we all have to support each other. And no, this is definitely sealed that for all of us, I think. So.
Is there anything else we wanted to cover? I don't know if I talked too much. Did I?
I think we're good.
Yeah. Let me see if there are any other questions. Oh, somebody's signing off. Thank you all. Anyway,
pictures of the babies.
What's that?
Picture of the children.
Okay, so for those of you that are interested in seeing the kids, number one, I might be dragging one or two of them along with me in the RV, but honestly, the best place to see them is really on Facebook. And I'll tell you why. There's an album dedicated to them. You know, with the number of emails I get per day, I try not to send too many, but you know what we could do if you'd like, kind of like I did in the old days, is I used to include them in the newsletter in a section towards the bottom. So I could start to do that again. But
you should totally do that. Nonstop baby Mac all day.
Oh my,
I'm in for it.
One picture now.
Oh, I mean, do I know how to do that? Jeff, do you know how to go to Facebook? I mean, I don't, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Here, there you go.
That's not her. Hold on. I have one from today and I'll put it on the screen. Somebody help and talk about something while I'm doing this. Somebody?
Claudio has a new puppy. Claudio got a new puppy. So that's exciting. I love fur babies.
Everybody look at Evelyn's screen here.
Ta-da!
There she is. And you know, actually, I have a really funny story. There's an advisor down in the Virginia area.
Congrats on your grandma.
And her daughter lives up in the Adirondacks, and I was up there yesterday. So she connected me with her daughter, and we were texting, and she said, "Oh, you know, how many kids do you have?" Blah blah blah. I said, "This many," and then I sent her that picture I just showed you. She literally sent me a picture back of her daughter, and they were wearing the exact same outfit. And it was her mother, the travel advisor, that had bought her that outfit. It was just really funny. So that's why I showed you that one. And where is Agent J? She wanted to. Oh my God, Evelyn. Oh my God, wait a minute. That's Eden, Evelyn. You see, Joyce, she did it by herself. That was Virtuoso Week during the year I had the baby first. You probably all think I'm nuts if you're not looking at the screen, but I saw Evelyn's screen. That's what I was referencing to. Oh my God, and there they are together. Now, did anybody have a question for the intern? Got a new outfit during the election. And again, don't forget the J-List Awards. You know, the Claudio and Manola and Nicholas and Marcos, they're dying to win, literally.
Every vote
just like
counts.
my friend here.
Every vote counts.
I figured you'd all need a little bit of relief from the world. I think he's going to fall over now. So, Jeff, maybe while I'm having...
Okay, so I think we're going to sign out now.
Yes.
Let you get on with your day. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
And next week, we're doing... is it California, Joe?
In honor of my move, we're doing a West Coast.
West Coast next week, huh?
There we go.
And then shortly thereafter, we'll be doing another Maldives section. But again, thank you, everybody. We appreciate all of you. We know it's difficult, and thanks for spending your lunchtime or breakfast time with us today.
Thank you very much. Grazie.
Thank you. Grazie.
Oh, here, don't forget to get your test done.
Love you all. I miss you.
Go get your test.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Merci beaucoup.
Bye.
Love you all.
Merci.
Bye.
Ciao.
Oh my God, there's I love seeing all the faces as they go in.